Highest divorce rates, 2 women. Lowest divorce rates, 2 men. Highest rates of domestic violence, 2 women. Lowest rates of domestic violence, 2 men. 75 to 80% of divorces filed by women. Top reasons: boredom, unhappiness, no longer compatible. Highest rates for maltreatment of children by women.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we've got a video for you from Man Reacts, taking a look at modern women getting humbled as more men choose their peace. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments, and let's just get right into it.
You know, I don't see the male loneliness epidemic as women walking away from men. I actually see it as us creating space for men to step in to positions of leading their own lives the way that they want to lead their own lives, right? Because any man who is genuinely interested in creating a relationship with a woman understands that there are things that you need to do to make yourself desirable. The power that men can get from picking up a book and reading it is unbelievable. And I don't think that men realise that the more educated you become around what women are looking for and what they're interested in, the better their outcomes will be. It is literally the equivalent of pain point marketing.
This woman acts like men need her permission to enjoy their own lives. Strange pitch from someone who keeps insisting that men are the ones losing out.
In the marketing world and in the social media space, we look at what pain points our clients are suffering with. We look at what their goals are and we adjust our messaging to those things so that we can attract more of those people in. And I think it's the exact same when we apply it to the male loneliness epidemic. If men are so interested in finding a partner in which research has shown that men are happier, they make more money, and they have a better longevity and better quality of life when they are in a relationship with a woman, then that's something that they should probably learn to do in order to find a woman who they want to settle with. And so actually, I think it's a really empowering thing.
She points to studies saying that men do better with a significant other and calls it proof they should try harder. Plenty of men saw the terms and decided peace was worth more. And did you ever think that maybe women are just choosing the more successful, healthy men for long-term relationships? Couldn't possibly be that, could it?
Okay, can we really talk about for 1 minute, why are men not approaching women in the bars anymore? Are you guys really that scared? Because we strictly go to the bars because we literally want to be approached. I'm not there just to hang out with my friends. Yes, I want to see my friends, but I am also there because I want to talk to people. I feel the whole oh, I've been rejected once and now I'm terrified. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what they all effing say, and I'm like, okay, fine. Then you're never gonna meet your wife.
No, right? Just try.
Have them being single.
Have you guys not been rejected by other things in your life, like a job or whatever, school?
And you keep applying.
A car full of women wants to know why men stopped approaching, and not one asks if they are the reason. They only go out to be hit on and still cannot connect that to the silence.
We're not gonna bite. We want to be approached and we want to talk to you. Just read the room.
You're gonna find the right girls that are either, yes, I'll entertain you for the night, or I'll go out on a date with you, or I'll fucking marry you.
Literally.
At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. It's just fucking make a move, and who gives a fucking shit?
Because you're always gonna be in the same spot. I also feel you guys have to remember, all girls, all they want is to be in a relationship or to be married. That's a lot of girls' goals. So it's you can, if you're approaching the wrong girl, then yeah, she's probably gonna reject you. And I'm sorry if it's in a mean way, but at the same time, it's know what you're approaching and know what your league is in order to approach, and then make sure that you guys she's looking at you or something. Don't just cold approach her. Then you might get rejected. But just remember that girls want to be approached.
Now the advice is to know your league before approaching, which is bold coming from women begging men to try. Men already ran the odds and decided the risk was simply not worth it.
Okay, so I need y'all to be dead but honest. Do I look mean? Do I look mean or unapproachable? Because I'm trying to figure it out. I've been going to the gym for 3 years now, and one guy has approached me in the gym. One guy. I can name the situation. One guy. And I've never had a girl come up to me and want to be my friend, which is not their problem, not their fault. I'm not expecting anyone to approach me, but I feel I'm always approaching others and talking to others. So I'm there's gotta be something wrong. Why do people not want to talk to me? And not in a sappy way. I'm genuinely curious. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. I'm like literally wearing bright pink right now. Like, is that not approachable? I think it is. Okay. I don't know. Let me know.
3 years in the gym and hardly an approach, and she is sure that it is her outfit. Men figured out that walking up to a woman mid-workout gets them filmed and called a creep. No thank you.
Men are not approaching you at the gym because of 2 reasons. Number one, you are attractive, and that is intimidating. And not just that it's intimidating, but his risk versus reward is higher with you. Just by looking at you, he knows that he has a higher likelihood of getting rejected and having a negative consequence to just saying hi to you. And then the second part of that is that this is his gym space. This is where he gets a workout in. This is probably his favorite gym. Like, he's probably been to other gyms in the area, and he doesn't want to ruin his space. He wants to be able to continue to go there. He has a set schedule. It's difficult to change that schedule. Therefore, he would probably end up having to switch gyms, and he doesn't want to do that.
She actually gets it right that a man weighs the odds and decides a hello is not worth wrecking his gym. Like, guys, plenty of men just want to go and work out, and they don't want to ruin their spot over this.
New hat. I know y'all be like, why she got so many hats? Because I told y'all I don't be having my wig on. It's not my life. Anyway, here go my question. This is what I want to know. So, online, I noticed that men will approach. They'll be like, hey, how you doing? You know, I want to be your man. But out on the street, I want to know where y'all get so much courage for the internet. That's what I want to know. Because I be out in the world all the time. You hear me? Like, I don't even put clothes on no more. That's how uninterested I am in being approached. Or being bothered. Like, I know it sounds horrible, but I'm being honest. And nobody approaches me. Nobody is saying, hey, how you doing? Excuse me, ma'am, would you like for me to pump your gas? Excuse me, ma'am, your tire looks low. Do you want to pull over so I can put some air in your tire? Nobody does any of the things that the people online.
She asks why men are bold in the DMs but silent on the street. Do you ever think that maybe dudes just aren't interested in hitting on you? And honestly, like, these DMs, guys, women fail to realize that DMs are very different from reality.
So I want to know, like, what it is about the internet that makes y'all so confident and comfortable to where y'all interact with women the way that y'all do. I mean, I think it's admirable. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. By no means. No, like, what makes you more comfortable to approach a woman on the internet versus in person? And I want y'all to be honest, because when I'm outside and I do have clothes on, if I am going to a birthday party, it does have to be very important for me to have clothes and a wig on. I want to know, like, because I don't get approached. Those are the days. I won't say men are intimidated. I will not. I hear people say that all the time. I don't like that. No, like, I don't. Like, even in, like, social settings, banquets or galas or things like that. Like, I'm not the girl that gets approached. So, I just want to know, like, what's the difference in between in real life and the internet? Y'all help me out with that.
She even says at galas she is rarely approached and will not chalk it up to intimidation, which is fair. The simpler answer is that men can tell when a woman has already written them off, and a lot of guys just do the risk assessment beforehand, and they understand that approaching is a dangerous game.
Epidemic. And here's the thing. I don't think we have a male loneliness epidemic. I think what we have is a male laziness epidemic. And I don't mean in the sense of like, oh, he's not planning a date, which obviously does exist. I think men in some cases like that are very lazy. But what I mean is that these men are just too lazy to do the emotional labor that women do over and over and over again. Like, it's not an uncommon thing to talk about how after a breakup, women sit with their feelings, they feel their feelings, they process, they analyze, whatever, then they move on. And then when they start their next relationship is like they're healed. Men do the opposite, that they probably dive into their next relationship or they distract themselves. And guess what? They do that because it's easy, meaning it is lazy of them not to address their feelings. But also I mean the laziness epidemic, because if men did what women do, they put an effort into their friendships, they planned outings, they planned events, they started book clubs or TV clubs or whatever. If men did that, then all of a sudden, guess what? They wouldn't be lonely. And it's not that men are inherently lonely and women aren't. It's that women are not lazy. They put in the effort to make sure that they feel whole and complete. And that's my TED Talk.
Calling it a laziness epidemic here is absolutely hilarious. Like, trying to shame and insult men into approaching you is not the strategy to actually get men to do that, in my opinion.
How are you getting yourself out of a pattern of flaking on dates? Like, low-key, even if it's a perfect date setup, like, I just do so much on the day-to-day that I'm exhausted by the time date night comes around. And the thought of having to go on a date with a man, put on my best self, do my makeup, do my hair, hold conversations, just sounds exhausting. So, like, I quite often do end up flaking on dates. I think this is also partly because the men selection is, like, not great. Like, 9 times out of 10, I'm having to convince myself to go on a date with this guy, you know? How are we convincing ourselves to not flake on dates?
If you're like 6'3", overly handsome, disciplined, very good at the gym, eats clean, you know how to cook and clean, yeah, just like very educated as well. Let me add that on. Just don't post bait. Like, I'm gonna find you, okay? You don't need to do all that.
Her list runs from 6'3" and good looking to cooks, cleans, and holds a degree, and aimed at a man who already has every other option. A man who checks every box is not out there waiting to be found, and he knows it.
Guys, I'm low-key freaking out. I just reactivated my Hinge, and I haven't been really like scrolling, and I forgot about the app. So today I just went on, and I have a few likes. Guys, I'm 37. I just want to meet someone who's like my age. Like, give or take 35 to 40 would be but I am getting likes from either like 50-something-year-olds or 23-year-olds. Am I doomed? Like, are all men my age married? Did I miss the window? Do I only have option of raising a boy into a man, or just dating a divorcee with 2 kids and he's getting a second wind in life? I don't know. I'm freaking out.
At 37 years of age, she reopens the application and is shocked that the men her age are already taken. Nobody closed the door on her. The men that she kept turning down just moved on.
I honestly think the bar in dating is just so fucking low. It's insane. I mean, we're celebrating men who walk us home, who don't split the bill, who actually ask us questions about ourselves, who text back in a day and age where we pretty much live on our phones and spend hours and hours scrolling through stupid shit. We celebrate men who don't push us into physical intimacy, who are willing to wait. We praise them for opening the door, getting you flowers on your birthday once a year. We praise them for picking us up on a date, for being able to plan a date in order for them to seduce you and pursue you. I mean, seriously, and then we go and complain that people are fucking lazy. I mean, please, let's make it even easier on them. Let's just celebrate the fact that they can actually breathe.
She mocks women for praising a man who opens a door and then calls men lazy in the same breath. Men are watching her trash the exact effort that she says that she wants, by the way.
We're going to singles mixer night, and this
As a pair.
and these are our predictions.
Someone is going to make a pickup line about the Canadian wildfire.
Yeah.
Hey girl, is you a Canadian wildfire? Because you take my breath away.
I predict that about 5 to 10 guys are going to ask for Snapchat and or Instagram.
I predict that someone's going to ask us if we're sisters because they don't have a better pickup line, even though we look nothing alike.
I predict that at least 2 guys are going to pretend that they're Swifties, but then they're going to say that their favorite song is Love Story, so then I'll just know that they're doing it just because they think I'm cute.
How dare they?
Here's my prediction, okay? I'm viewing 10 years into the future, and I smell cat pee and cat food. I'm sensing that you're going to get with so many guys, but every single time you find a good one, you get the tiniest ick over every single tiny thing. You saw one guy that drank from a straw one time and you dumped him. I'm having revelations.
I'm going to a singles event tomorrow night, and I'm nervous.
I think people meet at meetups more often than people meet at singles events because of the way the thing is structured.
Hi, I'm 23 and I've never had a boyfriend.
Okay, I turned 40 this year and I've never been in love. I've never been in a...
I would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as the truth, which is a perfect place to meet your brand new platonic best friend. Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend. Y'all know I'm an event planner and I have a fish farm and
It's crazy how many women will line up to mock every man who might show up to their mixer thing, and the footage shows the men stayed home. The guys they are laughing at did not walk in, and that is the whole answer for them.
a fishing for love event where singles could come here and fish and have dinner and meet each other in person, not on a dating app. And 5 women RSVP'd yes, and 1 man. And even the 1 man that did RSVP did it through one of the ladies. Now, I did all of my marketing specifically towards men because I knew that the women would RSVP. I promoted the event on 45 different Facebook groups specifically about hunting, fishing, camping, country life, and all local to my area. I know that my post reached over 12,000 people specific to the age group, the gender, and the interest that I just described. And yet, no man RSVP.
Let's just be real about this, okay? You need to think about the kind of people that would even go to a singles event like this, and especially for the women. I haven't even watched this video, but I can basically guarantee you every single one of them that we're going to see is like 30 plus, 35 plus, and men around this age range of, 30 to 35. All of them have basically settled down already, or they're hitting their dating peak, where they're just getting so many options, they don't even have to go out there like that and
She aimed a fishing meetup straight at men across dozens of outdoor groups, and still only women signed up. That turnout answers the question that she keeps refusing to ask.
Highest divorce rates? 2 women. Lowest divorce rates? 2 men. Highest rates of domestic violence? 2 women. Lowest rates of domestic violence? 2 men. 75 to 80% of divorces filed by women. Top reasons: boredom, unhappiness, no longer compatible. Highest rates for maltreatment of children? By women. Women consume social media at a far higher rate than men. Women are also 3 times more likely to deal with mental health issues than men. When you share these statistics, you are automatically labeled a misogynist pick-me who hates women, but fortunately, I care more about truth than being accepted by the sisterhood. I'm also not a girl's girl, I'm a woman's woman, which means taking radical responsibility and accountability for my own gender. And the truth is, we have a lot of work to do. What has happened instead is not only my generation, but the generations of women before us just constantly blame and deflect everything on men. You'll hear them say, well, if the men were good, if the men were better, if the men were more masculine, then we would be better women. And that's an extremely entitled take to say that your virtue only relies on men in society. With that attitude, you will actually never attract the men that you claim to want in society. If you are living a debaucherous lifestyle as a woman, you cannot turn around and say, it's men's fault that I don't have anyone to marry. It's men's fault that the dating pool is messed up. No, it's your fault. The best thing that you can do in your life is just to say, everything is my fault, and start taking radical responsibility for your own life, instead of blaming and deflecting.
What this woman is saying is true, but let's be honest, the women who will see this video will absolutely not listen to her. It will just fall on deaf ears.
I'm at this cafe that I really like, and I'm witnessing a first date. He came a little bit earlier, so he got himself a coffee, and then she came and she went inside to get herself her drink. I think this is so unattractive that he didn't even go inside and get her a bottle of water. I think it's just such a turn off.
Number 1, you didn't mind your business. Number 2, what the hell happened to men and women being equal? Feminism literally killed chivalry.
Who told all the men that it was okay to be so bulky and nonchalant?
She watches a stranger's date and decides a man not running for a water bottle proves that chivalry is dead. Women ask to be treated as independent, and here is one furious that a man actually did it. Absolutely classic. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.